Hi, this is Mauricio Rosas with an update on the construction project on I-275 from Martin Luther King to Hannah Avenue. This project was approved back in 2020, and the Department of Transportation substantially reduced the amount of widening that was initially proposed. This project is scheduled to break ground within the next couple of months and last a few years. So, at a recent Cafe con Tampa meeting, I asked District Secretary David Gwynn to explain what was happening north of Martin Luther King to Hannah Avenue. So please, listen to what he has to say. David, thank you very much for what you've been doing. You've been doing this
Could you introduce yourself?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, Mauricio Rosas. Thank you, David. Mine's more of a, not so much of a question, as it is, can you explain the project that's about to break ground north of MLK? Can you explain on that, please?
Sure. So this is a project on I-275, essentially from just north of the downtown interchange to around Sly. So I have a video on our website. If you go to Tampa Bay Next website, that shows kind of the problem we have. But in addition to the problem of the two lanes getting onto I-4 from 275 and the two lanes coming off of I-4 to go north of 275, if you want to get in that lane for I-4 coming southbound, you've got to go past MLK before you can even get in. And then people are backed up and you can't get over it, and so that's where a lot of the problems occur. If you're going back the other way, for a few years I took every day the route from I-4 to go north on 275. As soon as you make that, and there's usually a lot of traffic out there, if you don't get out of that lane before MLK, you have to get off. And so what this project is doing within the existing right-of-way and mostly within the existing pavement that's out there is adding an additional lane all the way up to north of Hillsborough Avenue up near Sly. That's so people can either get in the correct lane earlier and get out of the main line, or be able to have a longer distance to be able to merge over. So that fits in right with the downtown interchange project. So that, the two of them together work. That's starting construction this month. The other good thing on that is it gave us the opportunity to access federal funds to build noise walls along that whole stretch of 275. There's very specific rules on you have to meet regarding putting in noise walls with federal money. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're also making some improvements at some of the interchanges, minor traffic operations and safety improvements as well.
As you can see from this image, there will be one lane added northbound, one lane added southbound, but this is not considered a complete rebuild, unlike the downtown interchange. There you will see significant changes to the Columbus Avenue and Martin Luther King underpass. The DTI project will begin sometime in the next several months. So, we will have a lot of construction going on for the next several years. Now let me expand on the slides provided by FDOT. Let's begin at the Hillsborough Avenue and I-275 intersection. That entire area is going to be rebuilt. So instead of having a slanting slope, it's going to be vertical. We would like to see red brick fascia for the walls along that area because it lines up with the historic district. The new structure will also include public art from local artists. Noise barrier walls will be put in on both east and the west side of I-275 from the downtown interchange all the way up to Hannah Avenue on the south side. But they will not have the same brick structure. The brick structure or the brick print is limited only to the historic area. It is more expensive, but we should see continuity as part of this structure. The noise barriers along the shoulders will be 8 foot to 14 feet. Fencing will be removed and replaced along the frontage roads. They do plan to add fencing along the crossroads to prevent access along the right-of-way between private property and I-275. The underpass at Chelsea, the underpass at Osborne, will not be completely redone. Instead, they're going to add what they call gravity walls and fencing to keep homeless people from seeking shelter. But that does not make them safer for students and all pedestrians. The underpass of Osborne will have public art installations. And that's it. So what can we do better and engage the Department of Transportation and engage the city and the county to improve Osborne and Chelsea? Everyone's talking about public safety being number one. Well, Osborne Avenue has a high density of kids walking through it. There's Broward Elementary School, Hillsborough Middle School and High School, and the Seminole Heights Library. I bring this up because there is a state law that says all roads within a 2-mile radius of a school must have sidewalks. What better opportunity to make this happen while there's ongoing construction on I-275? In fairness to the Department of Transportation, it is not within their scope to provide sidewalks, but if the city and the county commissioners ask the Department of Transportation to partner with them, then most likely they will. So it's our job as citizens to contact our elected officials so we can see the improvements on Osborne and Chelsea. There is an unanswered question about this project, and that is, what is the Department of Transportation doing to reduce the number of cars that travel along the highway and the roads adjacent to it? Within this project, there is nothing that they're doing to reduce the number of cars. Though there is an opportunity on Taliaferro Road from Hillsborough Avenue all the way down to East Lake Drive, which connects to Robles Park. It would also connect to other bike trails, including the Ola Avenue Bike Boulevard. Now that's an exciting project scheduled to break ground within the next couple of years. So creating a bike walk trail along Taliaferro Road is a good start to reducing the number of cars on the highway and our local roads. It would also help to reconnect the east and west neighborhoods. It almost sounds as if I'm talking about reconnecting the east and west Berlin back in the day. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Please contact County Commissioner Gwen Myers, Mariela Smith, Pat Kemp, and Kimberly Overman. Also contact City Councilman Guido Maniscalco, Orlando Gudes, John Dingfelder, and Joe Citro. Ask them to partner with FDOT. Add sidewalks as part of the construction on Osborne and Chelsea from Nebraska to Florida. Create a walk, bike area on Taliaferro Road from Hillsborough Avenue to East Lake to help reconnect our neighborhood and to reduce the number of cars on the road. Remember, this is about public safety and building back better.